And suddenly one day, our teacher, Miss Goodall, said there was an inspector coming in. She said he wasn't going to inspect us, he was going to inspect her. Later that day he came in, he had a moustache, and he asked me, "Who is the Queen of Holland?" Oh no, I don't know the answer. I thought he was going to inspect Miss Goodall, so now I know I'm in really big trouble. In a weedy little voice I say, I don't know. And then that really does it. The inspector starts to laugh like mad. And he goes, "Ha! Michael Rosen is the stupidest person in the world." And I say, "Yeah, I'll come off it, you lot. I'm not that stupid." And the inspector is smiling all over his big face. And he says, "I've never seen anybody quite so stupid in all my life." That's when my brain starts doing things. You know, murderers and mad dog stuff. I'll tell you what I do. In a moment, I'll make this inspector guy feel really shaky and sorry and shuddery, so as he's giggling away, I take the red shoehorn my gran gave me and I shove it really hard and fast into the inspector. The shoehorn made a big red hole in his flesh. His clothes were torn, there was blood on his face, and he fell over and died. People were looking at me. Then my friend Haribo yells out, "Michael has killed the inspector." And then that really winds them up. There was an awful yelling and crying. There was the noise of people shouting. And then there's Miss Goodall roaring, "Would you believe it? I can see that Michael has killed the inspector." And straight away, I was out of the class, down at the school hall, into school prison. They used to string you up from the wall bars. Later that day, my mum and dad came to school prison to see me. And I said, "Mum, there's rats! And they're nibbling my toenails." And Mum turned to me and said, "I'm very sorry, dear. I don't suppose you'll kill an inspector again, will you?" "I don't suppose I will."